The office lobby smelled like lemon polish and fear. I was standing between the security desk and the elevator when my phone vibrated. One word, no name. Late. My hand still remembered his grip, bone-thin fingers, trembling, urgent. Tomorrow, don't open the office. Let anyone else do it, just not you. A matter of life and death. I watched the revolving door spin, swallowing a courier whole, then spitting him back into daylight. The clock over reception clicked to 8:59. I had always opened the office. Always. The habit was a spine I leaned on, routine as armor. But the homeless man's eyes yesterday had cracked something in me. Not desperation, certainty. I stepped back, let the elevator pass. The receptionist, new, eager, swiped in, laughing at something on her phone. The doors sealed behind her. At 9:02, the building shuddered, a sound like the sky tearing its shirt. Glass bloomed outward in a slow, beautiful scream. The lobby erupted, alarms found their voices, I found the floor. When the dust settled, I was alive by accident. And suddenly, everything I had been ignoring demanded repayment. I met him 4 months ago behind the deli, because kindness is easier when no one is watching. I fed him because it cost me nothing, because I needed the illusion of control, because my wife had started coming home late with stories that didn't fit together. He never asked questions, he listened, and I talked. About the office, about the late nights, about my wife, Mara, how she'd learned to keep her phone face down, how she smelled like someone else's soap. Denial is a careful architecture. I had built mine with spreadsheets and silence. After the blast, as paramedics wrapped wrists and egos, my phone lit again. I told you. Tomorrow, I explain. I found him the next evening under the bridge where the city forgets itself. You owe me the truth, I said. He nodded. I owe you yours. He told me he used to be facilities. He knew buildings, load-bearing walls, gas lines rerouted by a man who signs work orders he doesn't read. My name was on those orders. I went home to Mara, who cried with the right timing and the wrong tears. She touched my chest like checking inventory. I realized then the betrayal wasn't the affair, it was the way she had been preparing me to die. I moved quietly. I pulled phone records at lunch. A second number, saved as a dentist, called at hours that dissolved alibis. I reviewed maintenance logs, my approvals stacked like a paper trail to hell. I smiled at Mara, cooked, asked about her day. Inside, I counted breaths like bullets. I requested access to CCTV backups, routine audit. Found him, the man with the dentist's number, a contractor who didn't contract, a lover who knew where the gas ran. The homeless man, Elias, met me nightly. He taught me what to look for, the way paperwork lies by omission, the smell of tampered valves, how accidents rehearse. I ran a background check. Elias had been fired after flagging irregularities. Whistleblowers don't age well. I watched Mara sleep, memorized the geometry of her face. It felt like studying a map to a country that had already burned. No confrontations, not yet. I set a trap with patience. I reassigned opening duties, temporary due to safety. I forwarded a final work order, harmless on the surface, precise underneath, and I waited. The report arrived at 2:14 a.m. Cause, deliberate rerouting. Intent, fatal. Motive, insurance, promotion. A shared future paid for by my absence. I printed it, folded it once. At breakfast, I slid it across the table. No words. Mara read. Her mouth tried to negotiate with her face. "You don't understand," she said. I nodded. "I do." She reached for my hand. I let it rest there.
dead weight. He called her then, the dentist. The phone betrayed her with sound. I stood, took my coat. Behind me, something small and animal broke. I didn't go to the police first. I went to the board. I presented timelines, evidence, my signature weaponized against the hands that guided it. I named names without raising my voice. By noon, arrests bloomed like bruises. I returned home to pack. Mara was on the floor, mascara making maps she'd never read. "I loved you," she said. I knelt, close enough for truth to breathe. "You loved the version of me you could remove." I left the report on the counter, took nothing else. Elias waited outside with 2 coffees. "You saved me," I said. He shook his head. "You listened." I gave him the building contract he deserved. The office reopened with new glass and better bones. I come in late now. Routine is a choice, so is mercy. Some nights I still feel her hand on my chest, counting what I was worth. Then I remember the sound of glass choosing the air instead of me. I fed a homeless man for 4 months because I wanted to feel clean. He fed me the truth, and I survived long enough to leave nothing behind worth killing for.